Good evening, everyone. Fantastic evening to everyone, and happy Sunday. Good evening, all. Good evening, all. So, I hope for everyone it is audible, and I hope everyone is enjoying your weekends. Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you, Rajesh. 520. Yes, Sharath, regarding the attendance team, support team will be helping for your issue. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear regarding towards this application to our image processing part. And for today, we will be working with more new software. Like for some of them, it may be new. It is known as Anaconda Navigator. So participants, if anybody having doubts regarding the previous classes, you can just post it in chat. Doubts regarding the previous classes, you guys can post in chat. Even I can also face some buffering issue due to the network. I'm not sure how it should be. If I disturb it, the chances that are live. What are the disadvantages of AI? Disadvantages will start to generate when you are making the AI to think by itself. We have to find the solution and we have to fix the solution for that respective artificial intelligence device. If you are planning to make an fully automated AI means that is a major disadvantage. So still any doubts? Or showing I am show is not defined to rectify. cv2.iam show is cv2.iam show, and you have to import cv2 for that. And this iam show must be in small, not in caps. Okay, Ravindra. Can AI do mathematical calculation or should we train them? We have to train them. Each and every condition, whatever we are writing inside the program, it is a training only. Here, everyone will be saying that this is the data set only we can train, or data set data base we have to train. So that and all not only comes under the training, including each and every step of algorithm. The condition, why we are giving condition to work that particular software in a structured flow. So for that, we have to provide the condition, and that's why that also comes under the training part. Meganshi Reddy, I'm not sure regarding the holistic tracking and phase detection. Phase detection means it is completely collecting the entire data of our face. So the shape, eyes, nose, eyebrows, mouth. So with that nose and mouth gap also will be there. Then eye ratios. So whether they are able to track that eye. In today's particular program, whatever we have planned, you will get some more knowledge on it. How AI toothbrush will work. I have not thought in that particular concept. I have seen only electronic toothbrush. Day, no leave. The aim of the masterclass itself to cover the entire 30 days. There won't be any holidays for me. Participants, it is according to your wish. If you want to learn anything, you have to spend your time. And I hope rather than I will be spending some 4 to 5 hours on content preparation, like that and all. But you guys just going to spend only 1 hour. Definitely you guys can. So what are threshold values and how are they collected? Yeah, so this is a notable point only. Once whenever you are going for the threshold means it is a standard value. Like if you go for the ambient temperature and at the same time the environment temperature, so the both are different. And if you are just going to keep a controller, so within that if you are setting that threshold of the temperature means we have to set the danger value. So if it reaches till 90 degrees Celsius and it is danger for that respective device means, so we have to take precautions from 60 degrees Celsius itself. So what we will provide, so if the particular temperature is greater than 55, therefore it has to provide an alert. The same thing only, the threshold value. If inside this image the value is this much, then segment that data along. That comes under the threshold. And Selva Manikandan, any special programs on this New Year holidays? No, this particular program only will be continuing, and along with that, some more additional programs will be starting either from next week or after that week. So we are also starting with some regional language programs. Still, any doubts? Technical doubts means we can just post it back. All are welcome for that. What are the things I know? I am ready to share with you. Why Python plays a vital role to learn artificial intelligence. Very easy to integrate for real-time applications. Reading. Okay, fine. I hope everyone is clear. Okay, Meghanshi Reddy, one more doubt she has. Sir, in hair segmentation, does it detect the color of the hair? Yes, definitely. That is also possible. Selva Manigadan, regarding the program details, you can just follow our description box, and at the same time you can also follow our site. So all the upcoming programs, everything will be listed in our site, and we will also forward you all the registration links, everything. Madhav Bogula, yes, I am aware of teachable machines. It is quite simple and very useful for all the applications. That also provide among of very good accuracy in deduction. Harish, I am not able to get your any of the message. DP videos. Thanks for this knowledge. I am not sure regarding to this super artificial intelligence. Currently, I am just trying to integrate artificial intelligence with augmented reality. So for that, I have not gone to any of the recent updations. Here, I am just providing my maximum voice. So I hope not more than this it will be possible. And I find out now it will be okay. Okay, fine. So if I say about Pantech in a short word, we provide educational equipments for engineering institutions, also for the respective departments like artificial intelligence, IoT, CSE, IT, EC, EEE, and robotics. We also provide the support on technical training for all the persons, industrialists, students, and research scholars. We also provide prototype and DIY support for each and every research purposes. So you guys can contact us on pantechelearning.com, and our vision is to reach out 10 million students. So about how we are assuming, anyway, each and every day there will be some new students over here, I hope so. And even though the new students are also there, so based on that, according to our calculation, so till now 1,20,000 students has been, not students, I will be like to mention them as a participants. So among that much people are there as our particular followers. I hope they are all enjoying with our classes, and they have gained some knowledges, and the maximum whatever the knowledge we are studying, so we are trying to spread it out towards the world. So I wish even your support is also most important. You guys can just share this link to your friends, so they will also get to know what type of technology is this, whether it is useful their future, or whether they can study according to this for their careers, like that. Important announcement, attendance form will be issued from the time of 8 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. E-certificate will be issued at end of the series. 25 days attendance is mandatory for e-certificate, and a free masterclass and AI internship difference. So like completely it differs from the YouTube webinar, which YouTube lecture videos and a free certificate. Minimum 25 class attendance is mandatory. 7:30 to 8:15 p.m. Will be the timing of the class. So sometimes it will maximum we are just extending till 8:30. So like AI internship means it is paid and exclusive videos will be provided with all the downloadable project codes. Attendance is not mandatory at all. Flexible time, you can attend any time, and access period will be there for 60 days from the date of payment. So almost we are about to complete the computer vision applications. I hope so, because today it's day 14, and today we are going to see drowsiness detection using eye aspect ratio, which almost comes under the computation as well as some machine learning parts. So through that only we will be able to obtain it. And then another one ML will be there, like head pose detection. So from that we will be just moving on with deep learning for the next set of series. Then comes with speech signal, and from that we will be ending with NLP. So this will be the uh, further agenda which we are going to follow, and I hope everyone will be thinking how fast the days are moving on. Definitely, even it is unbelievable, like it's about day 14 today. Participants, I welcome you once again for this particular 30 days artificial intelligence masterclass. Today we are just going to see a complete application regarding towards drowsiness detection using eye aspect ratio. So through that eye aspect ratio, how the drowsiness is able to detect, and what and all that particular methodologies where it is being applied. So today's our contents, we will be covering what is ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, drowsiness, what is the problem we are facing, and what is the solution which has been found out, the working of that particular solution in the promises of demo, and as well as its block diagram. Along with we will be going for the real-time implementation, so where it has been implemented. Almost once whenever I start to particular say that real-time implemented, many of them they might have heard this particular news even though it is 2 years back. So this is the only thing kind of improvement which in India I have seen for the advanced driver assistance system, and more than that advanced driver assistance system they have also used for some other applications which we'll be discussing throughout this particular program. Maybe one or two peoples among this those who are watching this particular kind of courses, they might have seen that entire things regarding this ADAS. So we will see with the kickstart, because still there are many things inside the ADAS. From that we are taking only for our computer vision part, which acts as our artificial intelligence. So ADAS, it is nothing but advanced driver assistance system. So among with this particular advanced driver assistance system, we will be just integrating the driver assistance itself in an advanced method. So that name itself provides some expansion over here. Whenever if we just checking over this kind of names or this technology means, just try to understand the meaning of that particular word so that we will be able to easily see that what is the meaning of it. There is no such a specific definition. For example, mathematical calculations. Okay, mathematics. So the complete calculations will be there. Physics means some physical oriented calculations will be there. So like moving from the pendulum or moving the vehicle from one place to another place. Then chemistry, if we go for that chemical calculations. So like this kind of different subjects itself, if we just expand means we will come to know. So what is that respective application of the subjects. So like that advanced driver assistance system is also an application of artificial intelligence which is currently in research, and they have also provided some implementations in foreign countries, especially nothing to say to in order to openly say that we can say it is done by Tesla. And if you just search for the reviews on to the each and every functions means Tesla has provided a 3-star rating for the safest self-driving electric car. So their cars are self-driving, and at the same time electric car, which is known as electric vehicle, which comes under the EV subject. So by combining the both, their car provides some sort of safety while compared to the all other cars. Among the top most cars selling EV, it has been sold as one of the major part. So once when we go for that advanced driver assistance system, what are the consequences we will be facing while compared to the other countries? Generally, if we go for this kind of different analysis, so this is part of data analysis which we have to know, because the roads inside the Indian particular countries, or wherever if we go for the states, so there are many different types of roads we can see. Even from that particular small, the what is it, the pocket roads, as well as the state highways and the national highways. So like that there are some different roads. And once if you are going to provide an automatic GPS, so inside the GPS it will also show the pocket roads. So through the pocket roads the vehicle won't be ready at all for driving. What is the reason? The reason is that much kind of accuracy it doesn't have, because inside that particular pocket roads means there are many chances for interruptions of animals, or let it be the persons, so let it be any of the vehicles. There are many chances of sudden interruptions over there. The same thing if you are going for the highway means from a long distance we will get a visual. So from that visual, if you are just checking over to that respective position means the distance will be calculated by the camera, or that particular lidar or radar, whatever we are setting up over there. So throughout that, here it will be collecting the data, and from that we will be able to stop the vehicle. So through that AI, it can automatically stop based on the distance calculation itself, which won't cause any of the accidents and the less damages. There won't be damages at all. But even though I would like to say it is less damage case, because still there are many problems in interior damages. There are many chances to be happen, like the motors or the vehicle. Some parts will be damaged due to the sudden braking. So there are like that kind of issues which will be happening. So this and all completely comes under the problems of advanced driver assistance system. The same thing if you go for the foreign, the person is moving from his home to a city means they are having a drastic driving range of 60 kilometers at least. 60 kilometers at least they have to reach for their workplace or anywhere to the drive anywhere at maximum 60 to 70 percentage. So on to that means, so this distance, if they have 60 kilometers means this ADAS or this automated vehicle will support them to drive at least 40 to 45 kilometers to their distance. So once when they particular see for the pocket roads, or when they are going to enter into the city, the vehicle asks them to take that particular control. The vehicle will ask them to take that vehicle into their control over here. So from that control only we have to come back towards the driving position. So till now this is that particular difference, which can also be said as level 3 of artificial intelligence. So on to that advanced driver assistance system only till now everyone is working. So the other level of advanced driver assistance system, which is lower than this, can be said as automated parking, which is available in BMW, Rolls Royce, those kind of vehicles in our India itself. In India itself, it is applicable to work. Wherever the parking spaces are there, it will go and park automatically. We have to set the mode and we have to get out of the vehicle. So there is no need of just searching that particular places or those kind of integrations. So all these things it will think by itself alone. So in this way only here it will be integrating that advanced driver assistance system inside the India, because parking also it is most important part. It takes many kinds of pressure on for a person, because we have to park properly, we have to find a place, that is one of the first thing. And the second thing is we are not supposed to crash any of the vehicles, and the neighbor person also should be able to board the vehicle when he is taking the car. We should also possible to get out of the vehicle. So this kind of things only we have to check whenever we are parking. So those things and all, this vehicle itself will decide. So where the space is there, it will go and park in that exact lane, whatever it has been drawn onto the respective position. So this and all the major things which comes under the advanced driver assistance system. And from that, how the drowsiness it is related. Okay, so that drowsiness it is nothing but to detect a person's sleepy level. So through that we have to avoid the respective accidents which has been occurred everywhere in the world, because that is the major thing it is occurring nowadays. The drowsiness due to the sleep itself, many of them are getting that particular accidents, especially lorries and travel buses. Not only in India, all over the world. So if you take that analytics means all over the world, the drowsiness plays a major role as an accident over here due to the lack of sleeping. So to prevent that, we have to develop an artificial intelligence, and this artificial intelligence it is also applied in real time. So does anybody having doubts till here means can just post it. Yeah, thank you all for your wonderful interactions and your valuable comments. So happy for that. So any doubts still here means you guys can just post it. Yeah, the possibilities and the non-possibilities. Those two things I have mentioned over here. From that we have to segregate it. For spotlight it is clear, and I hope his light is very brightened, and that's why he is clear with everything till whatever I have explained. Mr. Pradeep Kumar, why don't you send a lot many emails regarding internship all at once? You can send it now. Yes, that won't be good. I hope so, because first of all, everyone should know what is this technology, and for that, from that, if anybody is interested, they have to join with us. So that is the main reason. For that only, we are conducting this freely in YouTube. So if they are interested, they can join to the internship. There's no need. We are not forcing to anyone. Drowsiness, that we will see the detailing on the next slide. Can we operate the automated cars with our mobile phone? Yes, possibilities is there. Sir, if it detects drowsiness, will it brake or park on the side of the road? It will alert the respective driver. Okay, so the alert is important. So first it will start to alert, and based on that it will start to slow down the vehicle. So that will be the next level, the level 2. Like the automatic parking and all comes under in level 2 only. Level 1 is drowsiness. Is this best for Indian roads? Yes, drowsiness is completely best for Indian road. Like it will detect the drowsiness and it will alert. That is only the possible thing inside Indian road. Automatic parking and all is not possible during highway driving itself. That is very risky. Is it possible to have if we program some patterns of our handy and by camera detection? Will it indicate some actions in computer like V-shape, two fingers, a new direction, somewhat clarity is needed for your question. And I think you want to detect that respective gestures. That is possible. That is possible with deep learning part. You have to train V shape means this is that particular thing. And the previous whatever we have seen, that hand tracking, through that also it is possible. What is ADAS? What is drowsiness? Regarding ADAS only, I have completed my explanation now. Drowsiness will be the next part. What about the road bumps? That is normal. So once whenever it has been trained means it will be going for the road bump everything. So if you just think this particular thing as an vehicle means, so onto the bottom part also we will be having the camera. Here we will be having the radar. Everything will be there. So based on that only, the bump or the pothole, everything it is possible. But what if someone gets drowsiness during traffic? Then also it will detect. Whenever the vehicle is turned on, that time it is sure until he opens the eyes. Okay, Varun Chacher, how to operate in GPS according to Tesla car as well as Tesla watch? Then we will be based on the computer vision. Yes, the coordination that GPS coordinates with the AI, how it is saying to us. So the same technology only we have to take in. Go straight and take left. So those commands only here also it will be taking as input. How to build a road construction, new method without damage, new technology. No, I am not sure, Ravindra Valkuru, regarding that. Yes, advanced driver assistance system. Is it possible to train it to detect a drunk behavior? It is possible to train, but if you try for a real-time implementation means there are some less chances. Training is also possible and detection also it is possible, but we must have some sort of stability to know that whether it won't fluctuate and we'll receive an output. In that case, it is difficult. That is, drowsiness is able to detect a running dog while driving. Yes, actually, drowsiness it will be facing on our face only, not towards the outside. The drowsiness with automated vehicle means it is possible. So alone drowsiness means it is not possible because that camera will be like this only. How you guys are able to see me? The same way only the camera will be fixed. Janakiram, yes, we can move. The thing is, some of the participants, those who have spent their time and they have reached for this webinar itself to clarify their doubts only for live interaction. So some time spending is required. If possible, we can also implement in parking area. Yes, that is also possible, but it must be inside the car. If it is only inside the car, it is possible to focus the driver. A is used in Iron Man movies. Is the same. If you ask like that means yes, that is a movie, but in real time concept it is possible. It takes years to be developed. A system which assists the driver, that is known as a ADAS. Dr. T.R. Srinivas, does it differentiate someone who mimics Drowsiness. No, there is no such differentiation. It is going to just detect as someone may pass out as well with drowsiness. Yeah, that thing cannot be recovered with the help of computer vision. Maybe we can do with EEG signals, EEG sensor, brain sense. Oh, baby videos is posting in multiple languages. Drowsiness, தூக்கம், மயக்கம். Good translation. Thank you, BB videos. Okay, fine. So good. Next. So here, drowsiness. So this is completely set as the problem over here. If you are going to see what is drowsiness, we have to know that if a person is feeling asleep. So the same thing if I am just taking the class and I feel asleep like this is known as the drowsiness over here. Okay, so in front of the class, if it happened like drowsiness means I will just move out from this and I will just stop the recordings like that. There are many possibilities over here. I can just recreate that particular sessions. But the thing, if you are just going for a driving part, so the driving means according to the human body or anatomy structure, he requires at least 8 hours rest. Okay, so that 8 hours rest means it is completely set as two different parts of the sleep, which is set in the form of 4 hours in the day and 4 hours in the night. So like that kind of, but many of them are providing the single stretch of 6 to 8 hours as sleep, and after that about after 12 they will be taking the rest and the brain must be calm, then only the freshness will be there. So the same thing, if we focus onto this, how the drowsiness here we are going to detect only with the help of eye. So even though if I wear the specs and if I not wear the specs also, it should be able to detect the eye, and based on that particular eye closing lids. So whenever I am closing, this is one of the ratio and this is another ratio. So how the teachers, how the particular faculties will find out the students, whether he is listening in the class or whether he is in the drowsy format. So that particular things only here also we have been applied. Based on the size means we have to change that particular complete vision. The same way how this problem once again we will be able to detect it other than the computer vision with the help of sensors also it is possible. Sensors means if we just go with IR sensor. So eye blink sensor separately it is available, which is available in the form of specs. So through the specs also the eye blink can be detected. So based on the IR, whenever it is passing and detecting the value, so based on that also we will be able to collect the data. And the other thing with the help of EEG sensor, if you are just keeping our EEG sensor means our brain works in different modes, alpha, beta, gamma modes, and from that alpha, beta, gamma modes, if it just take alpha mode means it is just for attention purpose or focusing like the kind of things. Beta means some sleepy and gamma means some thinking part. So whenever we are driving, we must be always in the focus mode. If we just move from the focus mode, from that also we will be able to detect it. So this is the ways to find out the or detect the problem. Whatever I have said, in order to detect the problem, we have to focus on this particular formats. So with the help of this particular sensors, we will be able to detect, and from that we will be able to collect the entire data, and based on that we can train to the machine. Let it be any sensors. The computer vision is also a form of sensor only, which is called as image sensor. So through that it will be detecting. The same way the eye blink also will be able to detect, and the EEG sensor also will be able to detect over here. So this kind of integrations we have to focus, and from that we have to find out the respective solution. So what will be that respective solution over here? It is none other than we have to fix the camera. So how the camera is fixed? Like how onto my system I have fixed my one of the webcam. So this is detachable, and that a similar way only there also we will be keeping that particular webcam where it is able to check the position of the driver's face. Okay, the face only it must be detecting. So from that face it must detect the eye ratios. So that particular question only all that particular persons will be researching. So onto that researching only they will be designing that height. So if the person is small and if you want to tilt the steering means they will keep that particular dashboard itself adjustable according to the height of the person, because the main aim is not the height, this much height person only should be allowed for driving. Like the aim is even if he is small also, based on the adjustment of steering the camera also will be automatically adjust, his face should be viewed by the system. So this particular kinds of solutions only we will be able to provide for the requirements inside our device. Now for that particular same thing if you want to work, so how it will be detecting. So that is the most important part. Like we can consider this as a face. So hereby just we have to know the parts of the face over here. Now onto this here when it will be converted into this respective portion, so that we have to apply. So hereby now I am just closing that particular part. So now this is one of the ratio for our eye. Now onto this if you are just moving on means, okay, so now it's only partially visible. Now this will be having some sort of value for this eyes. So from this eyes value we have to create the condition for the system. Generally we will create the condition with the help of this. So the condition is nothing if eye ratio is lower. The ratio of eye if it is lower means so this is for one, and let this be for another answer. If eye ratio is lower, then in that case we have two answers for it. So one is yes, The other thing is no. So what happens in case of S? It has to enable the alarm. Same thing if it is no means alarm is disabled. So this is the simple function which we have to apply over here, not more than that. Okay, so this particular function only we have to see that particular implementation into our device. Now for that we have to follow some procedures inside our programming part. So like input grayscale, conversion to grayscale is required. I aspect ratio, with the help of IXML file we will be able to call that the shape of the eye will be detected automatically, and once the eye aspect ratio is found out, from there the contour is applied, contour to know that imaginary part onto our visualizing part, so whether it is detecting the eye or not, so that detection only here it will be there, and by combining all this thing inside a single output screen we can see the output. So through that, the eye aspect ratio values also will be displayed onto the side of the monitor. So once whenever it starts to detect that particular eye, so this will be that particular position. So once if he is widely opened with that eye means, therefore it will be in green state and alarm won't be there. Same thing if he slept, so vice versa. So whatever the particular process and the block diagram I have explained, it will be working in this consistent series. So again and again this it has been repeated, the complete process. Only reason to first of all, once when we are finding a solution, the progress or the process of the solution should be stored inside our mind, because based on that solution only we will be able to write a structure of code. Until unless we won't be able to provide a structure means it's not possible at all. So that is the reason, since we have been just moving on towards this kind of multiple functions. Okay, so more or less the content will be same for the entire program, but there won't be any kinds of deviating part. So there is any doubt till here? Day by day, the classes more than interesting, sir. Glad to happen. Only this training. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Nani Tara. Very happy. Pantech and its team is completely happy for Nani Tara's wonderful comment. What happens if I have a self-driving car? Maybe from your bank account, the amount will become less. That is my answer. Nothing else will happen. Nothing else change will be there. So sir, for this type of detection, we will be needing a good quality camera, right? Here you guys are making a many major mistake. According to machine, it is not going to view from our side. It is going to see the binary side. Okay. So from the binary side, there is no required for this kind of good quality camera and all. Maximum 2 megapixel to 5 megapixel cameras are more than enough. And to detect that particular motions, if you want to detect the motions means, therefore they can use some depth camera. That is the thing. Okay, thank you Madhav Bogla for your wonderful show of love for busting the party poppers. And I hope regarding this technique, everyone has covered a lot of requirement over here. What if driver put on a dark cooling glass? Yeah, the study also says that nighttime no one will be providing or using the dark cooling glasses, only during the daytime. So the thing is, the drowsiness is also occurred more than 70% at night time only, especially for the truck drivers or the cab drivers, like that persons. So most probably they have not said for the cooling glass problem till now. Sir, what if the person has night blindness? Then nothing, he won't drive the cars at night time. This and all can be said as stingy questions. Okay, Janahiram, thank you so much. Thank you for providing like a tag mark, the good teacher. Thank you. Excellent communication skill. Actually, this is not proper communication skill. I'm sure that I'm trying to improve day by day with the help of these classes by interacting with you. So, still any technical doubts, guys can just post it. Any doubts regarding this can be posted. Sir, if driver closes only one eye, no, both eyes. For one eye also it will take, for both eyes also it will take. It's possible to maintain the speed based on the traffic on artificial intelligence. Yes, Srinivasa Raju sir, 100% it is possible to maintain the speed based on the traffic. Whatever here I deliver to you, theoretically many possibilities will be there, but in real time also it is possible. We will face many challenges to come across this. Actually, CV2 is currently using a package. I am not aware there is any package named as CV. I'm not sure regarding that, Soumya. Can we able to make it with pulse oximeter to track the person's blood oxygen level and make the car to shut off? It is possible, Venkatesh. For the prototype level, it is possible. For real-time implementation, the thing is we have to design that vehicle according to that communication part. Adding or removing a feature inside a vehicle, it is a complicated one. How many companies has been introduced automatic driving cars? It's not only car. Actually, buses are also available. Buses, trucks, everything is available. What and all I have seen, it mostly comes under with. First, I can mention Tesla, which is known for everyone. So Tesla. Then it comes under with BMW. Okay, BMW also has tried. Google also has tried autonomous driving car. Then Volvo. Volvo has a good initiative. Not only Volvo, Mercedes Benz. They also has provided a good initiatives. So these are the companies whichever I know. Yes, the car will ring alarm when drowsiness is detected. Okay, so just let us see some output for this. So hereby today we are going to use Anaconda Navigator, and onto this Anaconda Navigator I am going to use terminal part only. So inside this environment here I have a particular package which contains the packages like dlib. So dlib is most important to detect the eye aspect ratios. So from that dlib, if you are just going on to detect means it will be applied for face, eyes or facial tracking. All the particular requirements dlib will be playing a major role. So just a moment. So whenever if you are just planning to work inside this part, so these are the packages required. Okay, there is no requirement of URL lib3. If you are connecting with IoT means URL lib3 is required. So these are the most important packages needed for this. So now let us try to implement it onto the system. For that, inside this Anaconda Navigator, I have all the packages. Here we can see dlib, ht5, jpg, libopencv, numpy, python. Okay, so these are wheels, boost, blast. So this kind of different packages which is related to Anaconda Navigator has been installed in this environment. So click on this play terminal and open terminal. Now we have to provide the respective path. Okay, so therefore you have to provide a command for this cd, which is known as change directory, and to access it we have to provide another one accessment into this portion. So now we have to use the Python programming language. So direct drowsiness.py, this will be the only file, and here I will be having the facial landmarks. So these are the files will be having for me: facial landmarks, coding, config file, as well as in case if you want to play any audios means you can select the audio alarm. Now I am pressing the enter to execute the program. So thereby I would like to turn off my camera. The reason is both the cameras are working means comes. So now I am just going to remove my spectacles. So now the drowsiness detection portion has been stopped, because what are the value I have provided only less than 28. Now same thing if I am going means it goes on. So let us run it once again. So I am just opening my eyes wider. Now you guys can see that particular value. Now I am trying to close my eyes. So you guys can see it is going for drowsiness detected. So this only the complete functions which we will be able to work with respective application or the solution for the problem. Now for the cameras which and all we are going to fix inside the vehicle, even though if you keep the spectacles it is possible to detect, because nowadays there are many advanced some technologies in miniature cameras itself. So since it is laptop web camera whatever I am using, it is not able to detect it properly over here. Okay, so letters on the CMD, yeah, it is a different thing. It cannot be zoomed, that is a little bit difficult. But these commands are widely available. It's an open source. Like I have just applied only CD, and to open it I have used a Python. Codes can be collected from our site, so it is available. So by tomorrow all the downloadables will be uploaded. So for that real-time implementation inside our India, the company named Bharat Benz has been applied in the year of 2019. So if anybody having doubt, you guys can just check it through the news itself. Okay, through the news, through the YouTube sites, everywhere you can check it. So like from this real-time implementation, it is done and tested in our Indian roads to direct the drivers, okay, lorry drivers by Bharat Benz, which provides a good assistive for their system. Okay, so this is the real-time implementation in our India for this technology, whatever it has been done. And similarly, today's news. So, according to the news, whatever I have read regarding the artificial intelligence, uh, I think yesterday there was having some meet between all the educational schools, like principal meet. Principals of most of the schools, they were having the meet with the Hindu. Okay, so from that, the title whatever I have received is AI is going to be a valuable tool inside education. So soon, like an assistant for a teacher or for making more understandable for the students. So for everyone, it makes a good thing for them. Yeah. Okay, guys, then. And I hope for everyone it is clear regarding all our technology, whatever we have read today. And I hope it is clear for everyone. The site address www.pantechelearning.com. That is the only site where you will be able to get a good assistive for your education purpose. No, not a calculator. Yes, pantechelearning.com only. Inside that A masterclass, you'll be able to receive it. So I hope everyone has been such an interesting topic. Thanks to all for your participation, even though today it's a weekend. Okay, guys, then thank you all. We'll meet you tomorrow.